Now, we all know how bad that Golden State Valkyrie game was, man. I think now, today, moving forward, we really got to take time to analyze the game, analyze Stephanie White coaching decisions, which was catastrophic towards the end of the game. Everybody knew Aaliyah Boston was getting the ball. Then you had other people open in the corner. Then the referees played a factor. Stephanie White didn't go out like Becky Hammon. And that's what this video is about. See, Becky Hammon went into her press conference standing on business. That was Becky Hammon did. Becky Hammon let it be known. I don't give a damn, find me. That's what she said. And that was the type of energy we should have seen from Stephanie White in the press.
Becky Hammon did not hold back, and her comments about how Caitlin Clark is being handled have sparked a massive conversation across the WNBA. This wasn't a vague statement or a carefully crafted media answer. It was the kind of direct criticism that immediately got fans and analysts talking. As one of the most respected coaches in basketball, Hammon understands exactly what it takes to develop elite talent, which is why her words carried so much weight. Her remarks have put a spotlight on the Indiana Fever's coaching decisions, from how Clark is being utilized on the court to whether the system truly maximizes the strengths that made her one of the most exciting players in basketball. The debate only intensified after contrasting press conferences drew attention online, with many fans comparing leadership styles, accountability, and the overall direction of the franchise. Now the conversation has grown beyond a single game or a single comment, becoming a larger discussion about whether the Fever are building the right environment for their franchise player to reach her full potential. With emotions running high and opinions divided, one thing is certain: the spotlight is now firmly on Indiana, and every coaching decision moving forward will be examined more closely than ever before.
Now, we all know how bad that Golden State Valkyrie game was, man. I think now, today, moving forward, we really got to take time to analyze the game, analyze Stephanie White coaching decisions, which was catastrophic towards the end of the game. Everybody knew Aaliyah Boston was getting the ball. Then you had other people open in the corner. Then the referees played a factor. Stephanie White didn't go out like Becky Hammon. And that's what this video is about. See, Becky Hammon went into her press conference standing on business. That was Becky Hammon did. Becky Hammon let it be known. I don't give a damn, find me. That's what she said. And that was the type of energy we should have seen from Stephanie White in the press conference. And I'm here to tell you, the press conference was 4 minutes long. They didn't even want to talk about the damn game for real. Just embarrassing, bro. And I know I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this all season long. Stephanie White is not Caitlin Clark Phil Jackson. She's Doc Rivers. And for whatever reason, she don't want to take responsibility for her actions. Hell, we heard even Natalie threw some shots at the Fever last night.
What many fans are asking right now is a simple question. If coaches around the league are openly discussing accountability and leadership, why does the conversation around the Indiana Fever keep coming back to the same concerns? Coaching is about more than play calls and rotations. It's about setting the tone for the entire organization, especially when things go wrong. When tough losses happen, fans want transparency, accountability, and a clear plan for improvement, because those qualities help build trust between a team and its supporters. That's why comparisons between different coaching styles have become such a major talking point. Critics argue that some of the Fever's decisions regarding Caitlin Clark's role, usage, and development have not always maximized the strengths that make her such a unique player, while supporters of the coaching staff point out that building a winning system takes time. Either way, the discussion has grown beyond individual games and become a larger debate about culture, leadership, and whether the organization is creating the best possible environment for a generational talent to thrive. With expectations higher than ever, every decision is now being examined through that lens, and the pressure on the Fever to get it right continues to grow.
Errors. I never, ever heard Stephanie White take any errors or take responsibility for her coaching errors, because we all know she has errors in her artillery. We all know there is some, let's just say, not bulletproof things in that vest when it comes to that. When it comes to Stephanie White, bro. Stephanie White, to me, is going to be the worst decision for the season. I mean, her remaining being the coach, bro, is going to cost the Fever a championship. I'm saying it right now. I'm calling it right now. I lost all faith in Stephanie White. The little faith I had left, because I lost faith last year, but the little faith that I had left is gone, man.
The question many Fever fans keep asking is becoming harder to ignore. How long can an organization continue down the same path before it seriously evaluates whether its current approach is maximizing the potential of a roster built around a generational talent like Caitlin Clark? Beyond wins and losses, the bigger debate centers on whether the team's philosophy truly fits the fast-paced, creative style that has made Clark one of the most exciting players in basketball. Coaching accountability isn't just about press conferences or public perception. It affects player confidence, locker room trust, and ultimately how a team performs when the stakes are highest. For a franchise with championship aspirations, every decision matters, and fans are increasingly scrutinizing whether the current system is helping or limiting the team's long-term growth. At the same time, Becky Hammon's post-game comments drew significant attention because of how directly she addressed issues she believed impacted the game. Rather than avoiding the topic, she openly discussed concerns about officiating and game management, reflecting the kind of passion and conviction that many fans appreciate from a leader. Her willingness to speak candidly sparked another league-wide conversation about accountability, competitiveness, and what strong leadership looks like when emotions are running high after a tough loss. What many fans are debating right now is what real coaching leadership looks like when a team faces adversity. Becky Hammon's willingness to publicly defend her players and speak candidly about concerns from a game drew attention because it showcased a level of conviction that many people associate with strong leadership. Discussions about officiating, free throw disparities, and competitive fairness are always controversial, but they become even louder when respected coaches openly challenge what they believe they're seeing on the court. For many observers, the larger issue goes beyond any single game or officiating decision and turns into a conversation about accountability, advocacy, and how coaches support their players in difficult moments. That is why comparisons between coaching styles continue to gain traction, particularly when it comes to the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark. Fans want to know whether the organization is creating the best possible environment for its franchise player to succeed, and whether every decision being made is aligned with maximizing the team's long-term potential. As the season progresses, those questions are only going to become more intense because expectations surrounding Clark, the Fever, and the future of the franchise continue to grow with every game.